Never.
The big guy.
It's not my fault. I'm trying to expand my horizons and do things like this.
That's still, bro.
So, bro, you're Gisborne, born?
Yeah, born in Gisborne. Yeah,
Born.
East Coast, New Zealand. Yeah.
Nice.
What's up?
I know that well.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, no, it's a good place, bro.
So
Pretty isolated, but
yeah, well,
yeah.
sometimes that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I noticed your army.
Yeah.
How many years in the army for?
So I was in military for about 4 years, straight after I finished high school.
Straight into it?
Yeah, straight into it.
What makes you get out of that? Do you just done with it after 4
moved
years?
out of the army?
Once you're out of it, you do your time. I always thought that about army people, thinking, some people must look at it like a career.
Yeah.
And then some people look at it like, I've learned what I can learn, or...
Yeah, I don't know, it was a bit of an interesting story, that one, actually, to be honest. But after I did my tour to East Timor, I sort of wanted to pursue sort of like the fitness part of it.
Yeah.
And I did PTI selection with it. Had a bit of a disagreement with the whole thing, and they I got through the whole selection, but they didn't think I had the right attitude to be a trainer. Nice. So I took that. Didn't take that well, so I took that personally, and then I pretty much left and came to Gold Coast to pursue that because of that. Yeah.
So that was a real kick in the ass. You thought, man.
Yeah, I was like,
fuck you guys, I'm going to go and do my own
bullshit.
thing.
I could do this shit. Yeah.
And so that's what put you into it. So you get qualified through the army. Yeah. And then obviously that puts you instead for...
Yeah, I was a unit physical trainer, so I was a trainer inside the infantry. And I was also like a scout in a rifle company in it, and it taught me a lot of things, the army. So more just sort of like character wise and few little like characteristic things.
I noticed like a lot of guys that come out of that military system, they seem to be just like super structured. Like you learn like you got to be there on time, you got to be there clean cut, ready to rock, rather than I don't know, some of the personal trainers on the, I mean, a dime a dozen on the Gold Coast. Every second person's a personal trainer.
Oh, for sure.
So you got to try and separate yourself, don't you?
Yeah. Well, that was the big thing too. Like that was the reason why I wanted to be like a top trainer on the coast, because it's regarded as one of the best places to be. A trainer. So if I could top this place, well, that means I could prove whatever those other guys said wrong.
Well, man, pretty successful what you're doing so far.
Big gym. Went well, bro. Went well.
So you started that not long after this when you started Heartbreak, was it? You decided?
I sort of had been doing it for around about 4 years. Always wanted to do my own gym, but was never really confident in trying to do it. I was amateur boxing at the time. And just sort of just concentrating on my sports and just doing that. I sort of had a hope to go pro with the boxing. But a lot of crazy injuries started happening before that, which sort of like derails
everything.
And I kept on sort of going towards the training thing, and then it sort of evolved into Heartbreak. So that was after I started going. I used to go to like go and do studying that over in the States. That was a long time before like we had like hard out Facebook and social media where you can sort of see all the different training techniques. So I used to go to America to brush myself up and get the edge with whatever was new with training
relevant,
and all that sort of stuff. So, and then bring it back. So I used to go train here for a bit, then shoot over for a month and just used to do that backwards and forwards. And then got more into functional and performance type training. That was always my thing ever since the military. It just made more sense to me.
That's the thing with social media, isn't it? Everyone can decide I'm going to be a personal trainer. You spend a day on social media. You have pretty good repertoire of workouts to go and do, and you can sort of fake it till you make it a little bit with that.
Oh, definitely. Well, I suppose also too though, you get a lot of access these days. There's a lot of access to a lot of knowledge if you know where to look. So
Oh, geez.
That
can be good or bad. That's probably where people come a cropper, because they think, I can be a personal trainer now. I've just got to get and at the end of the day, I mean, to get the good ones, that's when you get gyms like yours where people stick with it. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, like Army definitely helped me out with systemizing and structuring. So that's like my biggest thing. So because of that, like I mean, like if you put it in retrospect, like you've got like the military, man. I've seen some guys, and you're sort of like, and then next minute they know how to use, maybe like $1 million weapons. But that's purely through drilling and how they've systemized everything. So they can pretty much teach anyone to do what they got to do if you've got the right system. And
it's
that's
funny
a big
way of
thing.
looking at it.
Yeah, that's a big thing that I sort of took from it. Yeah.
It makes me nervous.
No.
Military.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, you see some, but they're proficient, you know what I mean? So they end up becoming proficient purely because of the system. So
I got a few friends of mine that I went to school with, and now they're school teachers.
Oh,
That makes me nervous.
Oh, true that.
The school system. I look at them and think, oh, man, you can make it.
Yeah, true that, bro.
No, they're good now, but they're good at what they do, and the students don't need to know. I'm sure there's lots of students that taught us.
Yeah.
Then if you spoke to their friends, they might think,
don't
listen to that bloke.
It's very serious.
It's hard, because Heartbreak's pumping now. I mean, and you're getting some pretty good fighters through there too, aren't you? There's a lot of guys coming in, and picking Gold Coast as a place to have their camps and.
Yeah, man.
Specifically Heartbreak to host it all.
Yeah, it's been awesome, obviously, especially with like the most notable one, obviously Mark.
Yeah.
Mark Hunt coming through, and
it's terrifying.
Yeah, he's a top man though. Really. He's top man. As long as you're on the right side, I suppose. But it's been good having him around, and it's obviously helped me evolve my game itself too. We're trying to do that, and then we've had Taito Vasa through. Yeah. Dylan Andrews was with him. I'd known him for years. Yeah. And Tyson Pedro come in every now and then, and it's been good. And Justin Junior Tuffer. Yeah. So Justin's going to be on UFC.
Yeah, he's fighting soon.
Yeah, he just got signed, so that's me. And Junior carving it up on the world kickboxing stage with glory. Yeah. Man.
I don't know. They have a presence, don't they, when they're in there? Guys like that.
Yeah, bro.
Everyone sort of seems to clear out. Everyone goes to the sides. Just let them do their thing.
Yeah, no.
So because you fought boxing, how many did you have any MMA fights?
Yes, I did. I only had a few, so I had about 2 or 3. But I was sort of like whatever in there.
Take it.
So I had no, had no.
Just go hard and
just
take whatever will come.
It was almost just talking with a couple of mates, and then it was like, oh yeah, man, I reckon we should just jump in for a jam. So and it ended up going all right, but. I only knew how to box really. I was sort of just freestyling everything else. Well, so I'm a bit more complete now.
You can grapple okay.
Yeah. Well, at the time I couldn't. At the time I couldn't. Time I couldn't. So.
Trust me. I've been on the receiving end of it a lot of times.
It's so good, man. But I mean, like I've obviously been involved with like I fought MMA probably before my real bad injuries started happening with my heart and back and everything else like that. But
what was the go there? Like, that was pretty bad news, eh? That was that touch and go? Like that was.
Yeah. Well, I nearly died, I suppose. Yeah, nearly died. But
that's touch and go, man.
Yeah, touch and go. Yeah. It was like a combination of heaps of things that sort of came together.
Yeah.
So I sort of like spent every single last cent or whatever I had to try and just get to that stage 1.
Yep.
To get the place, get all the gear that I wanted done and set up, and loans against the house and cars and all this sort of stuff.
Do it properly.
Yeah. Because I sort of wanted it exactly how I had it in my head. Plus, I had the GC show, which was on there too, so that gave me.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, so that gave me some profile with that. But I was trying to get that all set up, and so I pretty much had to try and make it month to month.
Yeah.
Month to month, just to try and do it. So that was just a lot of stress.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I had a business partner with me at the same time, and then sort of like that sort of just that we went off on good terms, but obviously then it was just me hammering it, because it was always my passion really, I suppose. And then the hours were going crazy.
Did you use that as like a little bit of a safety net? Having a business partner, you thought, well, if I can halve the load, I can halve the something. I know that feeling where when I first started my business, I was like, oh mate, if I go to someone else, then we can share the load. But then you get to a point where you're like,
it's true.
I want to do this, You realise it's not quite as scary as you thought once you're in it. You're like, well, I'm glad this is mine, yours, and something you can be proud of.
Oh, for sure. It was definitely hard, man. Like the first the first 2 years were pretty hectic. So I was doing crazy hours, man, up to 100 plus hours a week. So it started becoming like a bit of a insomniac. So couldn't really sleep properly. So I was only having I think it was like 3 hours every night. And then I was obviously taking a lot of coffee to try and keep myself up there too. Plus I was still training with the hopes of trying to get back to competition and fighting and stuff like that. And I kept that consistently at that sort of rate, training, working 7 days a week, for like 3 years straight. And then all of a sudden, man, the heart went boop, and then had a full had a full stroke in the middle of the gym.
People were there?
Yeah, it was lucky. People were there, so we were like wrestling, and then I just dropped, and then couldn't speak, and then my whole right side was sort of like just like flopped up beside me, because I was sort of like, what's up, what happened there?
Yeah.
And I looked over, and then my whole body was sort of folded up beside me. Yeah, it was actually caught on camera too. So yeah.
Footage of that?
Yes,
I don't want to celebrate it, bro.
No, but yeah, so that's what that happened, that stroke, and then I had issues with trying to get the surgery to get it done.
Yeah.
They pretty much just told me to give up what I was doing.
Everything.
So give up work, give up the gym, and I didn't see that as an option. So
well, it's not. Not once you got all that, you're outlaid, and then
hard. Yeah, so then I had to go. I just went back to work. So, but I had, it took me about 3 or 4 weeks to try and get use of to try and train myself back to get my use of my right arm and right leg again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that took a little bit, and then like concentration, being able to.
Could you drive?
I could, but I wasn't meant to.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, you did that, did you?
I could, I did it. But yeah.
Yeah.
But because of that too, like even like trying to speak and a few other little things were just a little bit slower. I just had to try and sort of think about it a bit more.
That's always strange whenever you see people with injuries and they have to come back. You think, how do you not just walk? You've done it for years.
Yeah.
Well, it must be a weird feeling. You think.
Yeah, well, they said it normally when that happens, you don't get it back. So
yeah,
it was sort of just like a catch-22. So yeah, my body recovered and I was able to get it back. So
yeah, and then you got the surgery.
No, I had a second stroke.
All right.
Yeah, so I went back to work. I went back to work, which was stupid. Yeah. But they were also telling me too that like to give up all my stuff, and like the doctors were sort of messing around a little bit, so it sort of pissed me off just waiting around. So I just went back to work.
Your stuff's got life still goes on.
Yeah. Well, I told them if I come back again, you guys best be giving me the surgery.
Yeah. Angry.
Yeah.
And then you got surgery.
And then I got the surgery.
Okay,
yeah. So I had the second stroke. Survived that.
Yep.
And then I got the surgery 3 weeks later. Yeah. So. Yeah.
And that's scary for your partner and your son too. That's the awful part. They see you going to work to try and provide for them.
Yeah.
But then they're like, well, we don't really want you to not come home from work.
Yeah, I know.
That's tough, man. Like it's a tough situation to not put yourself in, but to be put in.
When the second stroke happened, it was actually that's probably the freakiest one because I was watching TV, so I'd come back, I was watching TV, and then I had the remote in my hand, and then the remote just sort of dropped, and I was like, what? And then I couldn't feel it.
Did you know straight away?
I knew straight away. Then the arm was starting to go, and then my face started relaxing, and then I was just told my the first thing I could think of was just I didn't want my son to see me die in front of him, so I just told Ada to go and grab Mana and chuck him in the bedroom.
Oh man!
And then grab me some like aspirin, because I knew it probably would be a high percentage chance it would have been a clot type thing. So I just hammered heaps of aspirin, tried to crush it, put it in my mouth with the other hand, and ambulance come and got me, and then I sort of came good the next day, got the surgery, and then
that's freaky to think though. Like
back,
you got to go take my son away.
Yeah. That was the first thing that popped in my head was like I don't want him to see me like
turn to shit
weak like that. Yeah. I don't want that to be the last memory. Yeah.
But you're good now. Back.
But I'm good.
Fighting fit.
Yeah.
You fight again, you reckon?
I think so. Yeah.
Is that a challenge?
I think so. Yeah.
You reckon?
Sure. Yeah, bro.
Boxing fight.
Maybe. Whatever I can get my hands onto, probably.
Is that a challenge? Is that who you're challenging?
No.
Any names?
Challenging myself, bro. Challenging myself.
Any names at all?
Yeah.
I think I know a few I can mention.
Yeah.
Nice. So,
yes.
then you get the GC. See, I never saw that show at all.
Yeah.
I never saw one episode.
Yeah.
Because I don't think was it aired here?
The first season actually was.
Was it?
The first season actually was, because the first season was the big one. Yeah.
See, I didn't even really know about it at all until some people mentioned it. And then I had a guy I worked with came over from New Zealand. And he goes,
controversial, bro. Controversial.
Yeah, well. He said to me, is this the GC? I was like, well, it's all GC, man. Like we were driving through Surfers.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Is this the GC?"
Yeah.
Well, it's all the GC. Like
Yeah,
it's all Gold Coast.
Yeah,
He's like, it's like he wanted to spot all the people.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't take you anywhere to show you the people. Like, it's just look around. That's all the people.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So how'd that come about? Did they just approach you, or?
Yeah, well, that was that was pretty crazy. That one, they just called me up and hit me up if I wanted to be on the show, but I didn't realize it was going to be along those lines.
What do you think it was going to be?
Oh, I don't know. The way they explained it to me was like about he said it was about successful Māoris sort of doing their thing on the coast. But
did you think it was going to be more like a sort of documentary style?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more like a documentary style type thing.
Not so.
Yeah,
cliche.
But then on the same note, it wouldn't have been as successful if it wasn't the way that they put it. You know what I mean? So like New Zealand loves their controversy type stuff, and but my story, I just kept it straight down the line with what I was going to do anyway, which was to do with the gym life and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, didn't do the whole party thing or nothing. Yeah. So
were you not part of? See, I still haven't.
Nah,
I should have done some research.
The whole season 1 is just me trying to, because that's all I had. I only had a certain amount of time to build this gym.
Yeah.
And the time allocated, so I was literally working night and day trying to build it.
Yeah. And then they call you up and say, "Can we come down and do some filming?" And
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there's some filming. What are you doing? What sort of drama's happening? I've got heaps of drama.
Can you create some drama?
Don't worry, I've got heaps.
Yeah.
So
always drama.
Yeah. So ended up, and at the same note, like it created a good profile for
I was going to say
Heartbreak.
That would have helped, like
I definitely did, especially with and as you know about my land fight. Well, without that profile, I wouldn't been able to sort of voice a lot of the wrongdoings that were going on with that too. So
and you've built a platform that you can do anything from.
Oh, for sure.
Did you find lots of Kiwis coming over and?
Oh yeah.
They're wanting to.
You get them to come over for.
They're ringing and go, "Hey, can you make sure those girls are there
for a picture or come over thing?"
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're so good, man.
Do you reckon that's what the Rock saw?
Hey?
Do you reckon that's what the Rock saw? And he thought he was going to come over and see.
Well, the Rock's one was an actual thing that we did to try and lure him in. So
so you were
so I did
you purposely went out and said,
went
"I'm
out
getting
trying
the
to
Rock."
get him because I heard it was coming and I was like, I need to get the bro to come to come to the old poly gym, our gym. I did like a video clip, like a call out clip to all the other gyms and people around wherever to give us like the hardest fitness challenge. So hardest fitness challenge, and we had 24 hours to try and complete all these challenges. So I gave them like a week to give us the challenge, like a tough challenge for us to do. If we were to complete the challenge, then they had to post, bring the Rock to Heartbreak.
Oh yeah,
bring
nice.
the Rock to Heartbreak. So hashtag bring the Rock to Heartbreak.
Yeah.
So then we got given all these crazy challenges. Probably would have been like, I think it was like 85 challenges that we had to try and complete in this 24-hour period. So it was crazy, that big tyre flip. We had the tyre flip for 10Ks. So we had to walk on a handstand.
Where was the strokes?
For 2 kilometres. And
where was the strokes in amongst this?
Bro, to be honest, the stroke was actually the next week.
The second one or the first one?
The
first one or the second one?
The first one, the big one was actually the following week. Yeah, it was actually the following week, bro. Yeah. But
well,
yeah. So we haven't done any more 24-hour things for a while.
Don't, bro.
Yeah. But we did. Yeah, so we did that, and that was the video. The video went out.
Yeah.
And somehow got to Dwayne, got to the Rock, and bro, he come unannounced on.
He just showed up
Easter Saturday. Yeah, come unannounced on Easter Saturday. So
that's pretty cool. That's cool because then you can't prep. You're like, oh, he's here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So, but I sort of had an inkling because there was a couple of calls about fellas wanting to train by themselves. Because they get anxiety with people around them. It was just a weird thing for someone to ask. And then a guy came in and said he wanted to train by himself. He had an American accent. And then I was like, oh, yeah. And then, and then he shot off and he was, I was going to grab my wallet from the car. Then next minute, the old black truck come up and...
Fuck. How long was he... did he just hang around for a bit? And
bro, he hung around for a while, So like it would have been... We sat there and chatted probably for an hour or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. It was a long time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a long time. So covered a lot of stuff. So it was just pretty inspirational, motivating, bro. Like especially how humble he was, and he was just sort of just finding out about where I was from, New Zealand, and was telling me he's from Auckland, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Was he from Auckland?
Yeah, he lived in Auckland for a while.
Did he really?
Yeah, for a couple of years until he was like 11, I think. Yeah, yeah, bro. So I heard it from the horse's mouth.
He told
bro.
you. Yeah, so he must have.
Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool talking to him about that, and yeah, they're just talking about like business and asking how I started the place and asking me about my military background, why I wanted to do this 24-hour thing.
Yeah,
because he came in before the 24-hour thing come.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he didn't.
He saw the video before it was about to happen. Yeah,
So then you're like, oh, now I got to do it. I can't.
Yeah.
You could have pulled the pin.
So he was sort of like, oh, you probably don't have to do it. And I was like, oh, no, we still got to do it now.
You
bro.
have to, yeah.
So, but it was cool. And then our calisthenics coach, fella Kelly McNaught, he was actually working with us at the time, and then he ended up becoming the stand-in or double for the Rock on San Andreas.
Did he really?
Yeah. So he's actually in the States right now doing the whole thing. Yeah. So
that was his big start.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So that was cool for him, man. One of the bros. Yeah. And
did you ask if you could have any parts?
Hey, nah, sweet. I was just happy to
have him.
Happy to meet the bro and have him walk in. Yeah, it was cool, man. Yeah.
I love how you stay for an hour. Like that's like you can assume that someone of that status would go, oh, I'll just call and autograph someone for 5 minutes and talk some shit and then take off. But he actually gave you time. Like that's
man.
That's huge.
Yeah, chat. Got to meet my son too. My son met him. Yeah, man, I was cracking up.
Did you start getting on the phone and say, like, everyone get down here? Like,
oh, bro, I was trying to, but they were, obviously being pretty secure about who was all coming down and stuff. I suppose
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, so your son was there as well, was he?
Yeah, man. I was lucky. I mean, he was even watching some. He likes that fight scene of Welcome to the Jungle when he beats up the guys in the
and he shows up. How would that be? Look up and he's like,
oh, bro. He was more controlled than I was. Like, I think that was the first time I sort of
giggling.
I was going, man, for the Rock. Yeah. And then Mana sort of just comes straight in and goes, hey.
Cool customer.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, you're the Rock.
Made you look stupid.
Yeah, how's it going? Oh, Mana. I was like, oh, hey, for shop, bro.
Yeah.
So he broke the ice for us.
Yeah. I love how he showed up like that. That shows social media again, though, right? Isn't it? Like, you can get to people, but he's renowned for that too, isn't he? Like, he makes the effort.
Yeah. Oh, bro, cool dude, bro.
That's why he's number one.
Yeah. We even helped out with the fight for the Fenor too.
Yeah. He posted about all that.
Yeah, he posted about it, bro. Yeah. So that was like pretty powerful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
made people pucker up.
Yeah. And then also too, had it was cool to have Jason Momoa come through too. So
yes, that's right. Yeah. And they did the haka for Mark and
we did the haka for Mark and that sort of stuff together. So Jason's the man, bro. Yeah,
real relaxed sort of a fella, right?
Oh, he's a good dude, bro. Just like super humble,
Yeah,
super humble for the status that he's at.
Yeah,
and definitely, but he looks like he tries to stay that way though too.
Yeah,
so, which is even cooler.
He seems pretty down to earth, when you like all the stuff you follow with him and
yeah. Like I'm still pretty tight with Jace too. He's good. He's helped out with the land stuff.
Yeah.
He's obviously got his battle with all the for that Mauna Kea and in Hawaii.
Yeah.
In Hawaii, trying to stop the telescope and stuff like that. So you see, even doing that stuff's like mad. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's nice that it's not even the Rock went to that as well.
Yeah, the Rock went with that too.
It's nice that they use their profile for.
Oh, especially
in a world where the people use their profile for bad.
Yeah, especially those two, man, to rock up, man. That's some money
heavy for them,
there, bro. Yeah.
It's cool to have that sort of pull, wouldn't it? Like you can go, I'll just put my name to it, and you're.
Yeah.
You know, you can help.
Oh, definitely.
I reckon
but
they
still,
get a lot
like some people they still wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
they still want to do that. So for them to do that, even when the level that they're at, to get up and use it's pretty mad.
Especially, can you imagine the amount of requests they get to help?
Yeah,
that'd be like it'd be brutal.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, for them to put their shows
so
that
means something. To do that, it's mean. That's cool. Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I can't imagine imagine the DMs. Hey man, can you help me?
Yeah. Hard.
My sister broke her leg.
I mean, it's cool that they did it.
Yeah.
They're fully that way to go and do that.
Yeah.
They forget their roots.
Oh, they might be back.
Yeah.
Because it seems that Gold Coast is a place for movies, so.
Yeah, man, it'd be cool to get the boys in. Yeah,
get them in, get
them all at the same time. Yeah,
get them in the cage and stay away from the Rock.
Hey,
stay away from the Rock.
Yeah, he's a big dude, man. Oh, actually, both of them are big dudes, bro. Yeah, far.
Yeah, the Rock's. Yeah, I mean, they're movie stars.
Yeah,
they have to be.
Yeah,
it just shows because Jason got you over for
premiere.
It was a premiere, wasn't it?
Bro,
of which movie? Aquaman.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Did he just?
Oh, bro, I still keep in touch with Jason. He's a mate, bro. He's a top man, and A few of the boys wanted to do a haka.
Yeah.
Because the character's Māori too, so he wanted to do a haka for it. So a few of the boys come up with the haka and that.
Yeah.
Obviously we had that history where we did the haka, when me and him did the haka at the gym. And then they invited me along too, so
it's the go-to.
and
So
I
just says.
and I was keen, bro. I was keen. Super keen.
Yeah.
And then
Did you have to keep it quiet, or were you like?
Yeah, to keep it quiet, bro. Yeah, so it's just a hard one to keep quiet, man. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
But it was
You
all
tell
good.
everyone, don't you?
It's all good though. Yeah. Everyone will find out. So everyone did. Yeah. I was just doing like a kettlebell class one day in the morning, and then I'll be back in 2 days. You know, okay,
Righto.
sweet. And then I disappeared. Then next minute TV. Yeah.
Who else was on that? Who else did they get to do that?
Timuera Morrison was on there too.
Yeah.
Jake Timuera Morrison. Yeah, Jake Thomas. Yeah, because he was in there.
Yeah.
Then
Doesn't look like Jake anymore though, does he?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
He's only short. He's only quite a small guy, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose he's not as big as what he looks like on the I Want to Warriors, I suppose. Yeah.
So it's him.
Yeah, there's him. Plus there was a few boys that we all do Morako with.
Yep.
Do like taiha with, and they're the ones that come up with the haka and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. So it was an original for that, was it?
Yeah, it was. Plus they added in kamate too.
Yeah.
Like the All Black haka.
Yeah.
Because Jason Momoa used kamate as his entry to get his part on Game of Thrones.
Did he?
Yeah. So it was like a you know.
That was his audition.
That was his audition. They got him on there.
The haka.
There's like a,
No
I suppose
way.
a homage to that a bit, and and where he is now. And
That was the making of him, wasn't it? That pretty much, I think Game of Thrones. That was his first.
Well, I know that was a big turning point.
Turning point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the haka, that's cool.
Yeah, man, it was crazy cool. Like doing that on I had to pitch myself a few times, bro, looking at that stuff. Yeah, it was
We
like,
full on with the red carpet tour and everyone taking all the
bro.
photos and
hard. And then like all the stars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just like, you know, it's like for
have to do a few private ones later. Like, can you do that? Can you do the haka for me again?
that one, but
Buy me some drinks.
but
Haka.
it was cool though,
Yeah.
bro. It was cool. I was like, obviously like super cool. So I was blessed to get a shot at it. So
Man, if you look back, you've been fortunate. I don't believe in luck. You're fortunate, you know, to do some cool things, man. Like
I know.
if you take a minute, I know you don't because you're a workaholic, but if you take a minute to step back and, you know, detail it all, it's a pretty cool ride so far, you know. Oh,
bro, it's been a crazy ride. I still sit back and pinch myself every now and then when I get a chance to.
Yeah,
when I get a chance.
It's exciting though.
Yeah, I'm just always looking for what the next thing is.
Yeah, take back and smell the roses sometimes. Because you're always pushing, like I know on your social media too. It's always like make me feel lazy because you know you post all those things about like those. You read your posts and you do the motivational ones daily and that, and you read them and it's like, oh,
that's it, me.
That's
he's talking to me.
I know who he's talking. You can just private message me, man. You don't have to. Don't make everybody aware that I'm not showing up. That's rude, but that's alright.
Yeah.
But you know, like you do those. You know, that's what pushes people. You can tell. It's like, did you notice like an increase when you started trying to get people? Because I mean, I know it's your business, but you also care too. Like you also, like when I didn't show up and do anything.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You'd message me, and then you get this. And I'm, I feel bad, you know, and although you know you're working lots, you get that message. Sometimes you just need that one.
Yeah, for sure.
And that goes a long way.
Yeah, well, I am passionate about the stuff that I do, man, and especially I do take it personally. The people that train under me or in my gym, you know, so like that obviously helps me not one put food on the table, but also helps the reputation that I've tried to create, build. So, and I respect that either way. So everyone. So I take a sort of more of a personal approach when I have people that are with me. Yeah,
that shines through too. You know, like because people soon find out if you're full of shit. Like if you're just there for you, then you know people find that out pretty quick. Yeah, and that's why I mean that's personally why I believe you probably have been pretty successful in what you do, just because you're there. You want to be there. You're the face of the gym. You haven't hired a whole bunch of, you know. I mean, you've got other trainers, but you haven't hired a whole bunch, and then you never see Cole anymore. He's off.
Yeah,
in Hollywood.
Yeah, only a couple of days.
Yeah, a couple of days a week Hollywood, 3 days a week at the gym. You're right.
Nah, man, but I do enjoy it. I mean, like, it definitely has a personal thing to me. Yeah, it's a personal thing to me with all that
your baby too, you know.
Yeah,
you built that thing from day dot. So have you got what's in the future for you in Gym wise?
Gym wise, well, I am looking at probably trying to open up maybe two more. Two more. I got a couple of sort of bigger ideas.
Yeah.
Wanted to take one back home.
Okay.
I don't
to
know
Gisborne or to?
Yeah, probably to Gisborne, or hopefully take it back to the whenua that I'm fighting for. So that's the plan. Yeah. That's the plan too. I would love to take it back there just so I can get a bit of a footing back home again. Yeah. But maybe more is in like camps and structured sort of camps. Yeah. Between the places.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking at trying to do something sort of like more like not like retreat, but isolated like camp. So incorporating to like obviously Māori spirituality and everything else like that, and combined with sort of high intensity training, fight camps. I'd love to look after the youth. To look after the youth through camps and try and sort of guide them a little bit, especially back home. Is
that a problem where you're from? That small sort of, because it's quite a small town, really, isn't it? Like that Gisborne area, although it's like a scattered area of lots of small little communities. Yeah. And I guess health, the big issue back there.
Yeah, health is an issue. Sometimes I think mindset's a thing that we need to try and sort of get into. Being comfortable, being comfortable in who we are as Māoris and all that sort of stuff too. Plus also striving to be a bit better than what we expect we can. You know, so like I can speak of that for even myself. Yeah, right. So I never thought I could do. If you would have asked me if I was as a kid if I could do all the stuff that I'm doing right now, well, I probably would have said no way in hell.
Sometimes that's New Zealand. Sometimes I feel like that a little bit. Like it's once you get out, like obviously you coming over here, all these opportunities opened up. Yeah. If you had a little gym in Gisborne, it makes it a bit difficult. Oh, for sure. To do that. So if you can bring it back, then you can show people, even though we're here, I can still, and then that'll open up corridors over to here too. You know, so they feel like they're part of it, so they can come back and forth. And
no, definitely. So I think I can sort of I can help in that way. Yeah. And I suppose I just want to sort of have a bit more of a. I've learnt a lot of things over the years and that sort of thing too. So I'd love to sort of like help encourage those maybe seen as mischief fellas now, but you know they got a lot of talent if you put it in the right.
They got
direction.
Energy. It's just in the wrong spots.
Exactly. Yeah. So I didn't realise a lot of that stuff until once I'd sort of seen the word through the military and seen how grateful we should be for what we got, and then also too like after going to America, Gold Coast, and it just opens up your whole mind to what we can do, and then also too like the talent that's back home is like it's pretty solid, man.
Natural sportsman,
bro, like, just like crazy talent, like some of the stuff you see, and then you go out around the world and you know we're not far off, you know. Like,
no. We only got to look at. Well, I know the All Blacks is a bit of a isolated sport, you know, so bit, but I mean you got like cricket, all of that stuff. Like they always compete.
Oh, for sure.
So they're there. It's a natural sporting country. It's just just got to get everybody onto that world stage. And I guess same with what you do. You know, if you can expose some talent over there, or just even not even about discovering talent. It's more just nurturing people to do better than what they currently are,
or even just like believing they can.
Yeah. You
know, believing they can. Like sometimes you just don't think you can. You know, you're stuck in a little isolated place. You know, all you see around you is
that's scary.
What you see around you. So you don't know that there's anything more.
Yeah.
And you don't think it's attainable. You know.
Yeah. I guess so. You're going to be you're trying to more be sort of a conduit to help them see. Okay, well you can come this way.
I sort of I'll still probably keep towards my niche, which is obviously the training side of it and camps and all that sort of stuff, and it brings me home again. But on that same note, that'll be just another section of it where I can sort of give back that way. Yeah.
Be careful. You might have to get a bigger house over here. Every time you go over, you might have to bring someone back with you.
True that.
When you stay with Cole, we have to build your own hostels out the back of the Heartbreak. So then one back home, and then maybe another one like
maybe
on the
another
Gold Coast.
Another one on the Gold Coast, or yeah, who knows? Yeah. So I had some ideas with maybe.
Yeah. You don't commit to anything because you don't. The minute you say it just somewhere, they'll be like, "Oh, cool, it's coming in now."
Yeah. So we'll just say that. But I'm looking at trying to do
just expanding.
Yeah, just expanding, but make it a bit different. Like I'm not really into the whole franchise thing. So this thing's more just a personal thing for me. If I can make enough money to just survive and whatever like that, as long as I'm doing what I love, I don't really care. Yeah.
That's everything.
Yeah.
That's why we're here, you know, like doing things you enjoy doing.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I suppose you, like you said with the franchise, you don't want to. The minute you put someone else in it, it loses your personal touch.
Yeah, for
so you don't want to get too big that you can't be part of it,
and I don't want it
you
to
go missing.
Yeah, and I don't want it to sort of diminish what's been made.
Yeah, oh, that's popular. So back in Gisborne, where are you going to do these camps? You got someone you're trying to look after, something you're trying to.
Yeah. So that obviously brings me to.
So fight for the whenua. So whenua meaning land.
Land, yeah. Land, or also translated as like placenta, or
is it?
Yeah. So the two are the same. So so my grandmother has a proverb, whenua ki te whenua, which is like obviously you're placenta to the land, but it's like a deeper meaning as into the connection between land and obviously the people. So normally when you're born, the placenta
just still get buried, like
gets buried in the land. As ours are.
Yeah.
My sons are buried up there too. So that's the reference to that, what it means.
Yeah.
But we got a pretty solid fight going on with that at the moment.
So where did that? So take me from the start.
Okay.
So that's been your land for.
Oh, we whakapapa, or we connect to it through our genealogy, through my nani taniwha, but also to my grandfather. My grandfather has run the land. The family's run the land for 80 plus years.
How big? How much?
She's just off the top of my head.
Don't put you on the spot. They get it wrong.
Yeah. Well, probably would be. It was about. It's around about. There's 2 blocks run, which is Waipawa 5A2, and then you've got the back block. Back block with Napakira that we 100% own. So the front block we 60% own. And the back block we 100% own.
So when you say 60%, who's got the 40?
So it's like, I think it's divided up between sort of like 500 shareholders or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
right.
And then we obviously solely own the 60.
Part of your family's shareholders, or are they just
they'll be all
random?
Like they'll all have some sort of connection to it. They'll have some sort of connection to it.
So they didn't put it on like Gumtree. Boss, it's all like you have to be.
Yeah, you have to be connected to
approved to get the land.
Be connected to it. Or you can try and buy into it too. Yeah. So but they all own. So that's all of them and one of us.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's 60%, and that's also to the
controlling interest, controlling percentage.
Yeah, it's controlling percentage, and we also have shares in the 42.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's probably more than 60.
61.
Yeah. So it's a bit more.
So that's been in your family for since Jesus was a boy, you know, like
8 plus years, and then obviously genealogy wise, a couple hundred. Yeah.
God knows how long. Yeah. So, what started the dramas? So was it just out of the blue, or was it something that you could see coming?
It actually was out of the blue. Yeah. So so it's pretty complicated, but I suppose I'll just run through like basics, nuts and bolts. So everyone's partially knows. So obviously Māori land law. Runs its own way. It runs its own way. So all the family are given shares. Then obviously as the family gets bigger, shares get smaller and smaller and separated amongst them. So
because with Māori, so I don't want to interrupt you, but with Māori land, it generally just stays in the family, doesn't it? Like you don't. It always stays in the family. Like it's not like you're dividing it up and going, oh man, I'm gonna sell my acre over here. And make it like it just stays, isn't it? It's like a family thing where it just gets passed down. It never.
Pretty much just gets passed down. Like it's not like you make.
It's
like you're not like you turns into a multi-million-dollar business or nothing.
You're not going to chuck a subdivision on there. That's your land, and it just.
So it just keeps on like getting like obviously spread out and more spread out. That people will just start getting, and it takes one person to get greedy, then it stuffs up the whole thing. So families start fighting and everything else sort of starts happening like that.
Right. So sorry.
Yep.
Back to where you were.
Yeah. All right. So So what normally happens is that they run what they call a lease. So
Yeah.
and there's a group called Te Timu Pairo, or the Māori trustees, who are administrators.
Yep.
So they're the administrators who are meant to help guide you
Yeah.
with this and get it working well. So so they'll run a lease. Obviously, we've been running the lease because we're 60% the majority owners.
Yeah.
So for the last 80 plus years, so grandfather has been running it.
Yep.
Because he's the main guy. I mean, like I think like the highest, it's only like 1 or 2%. It's like the highest closest
Yeah.
person to
Yeah.
my grandfather. Yeah. So you obviously get the lease, and then the lease is paid and then divided amongst all
Yeah.
the shareholders. You
Yeah.
know, if you got 60%, well, then you get 60%, and then everyone else gets their 1 or 2% or
Yeah,
whatever
right,
it is. You know what I mean? And that's how it works, and that's what those guys are meant to be doing. So what they did instead is try to send us an eviction letter to get off. And
So just
send us an eviction letter for us to get off the land there.
what do they think was going to happen? You're going to, oh yeah, okay, my time's up. I'm
Yeah,
outta
yeah.
here.
So they're just going to get told my father's leaving, and they're going to change the guy to hold the lease. And then the first person that was going to get it was actually going to be the chief judge of the Māori Land Court, which was Wilson Isaacs. So yeah. So there's a big conflict of interest there.
That's
Also,
interesting, isn't it?
yes, and also too, that same chief judge was also my grandfather's lawyer when he purchased the land years ago. Yeah. So
Right,
another
okay.
conflict of interest there.
That's a tangled web.
Yeah. So that's where that started.
Yeah.
And then
So he's not part of your family at all. He's got nothing at all. Okay.
No. So he's got nothing at all. But yeah. So that's how that started. Then
Yeah,
obviously we
right.
brought that up. Name got changed. So changed the name and then tried to put his son's name on it. So yeah.
So he's right.
on the lease. Okay.
I don't quite know what to say about it.
So yeah. So that's how that part started up. And then that's when I started going to social media to try and get everything sorted out.
So if he took over the lease, would he then get the 60%?
The thing is that if he didn't get control of the lease, Waipawa 582 is actually the entry to the land, to the full land, and our most prime land is the one that we 100% own.
100% own, yeah.
Which is Napaketa block, which is connected to it, so it's right behind it.
So Waipawa 182,
582, yeah.
582, sorry.
Yeah.
You have to get to your land. You have to go through this land.
Yeah, there's no way you're about to get access to that one. So Napaketa, and because behind it is Turuwera National Park.
Yeah.
So there's no way in.
There's no way in. Yeah.
So you get control of that. You get control of everything. Yeah.
So
that's the first
he's
part.
now decided that's issue.
That's issue number one.
Number one. Yeah. So so conflict of interests.
Yeah.
He's decided. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak to his motives, but I think they're pretty clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he would then be the lease holder for that land for how long? When's it? What's the next?
Sure.
Is it like something where you go, oh, I'm going to take a 2-year lease. I'm going to take a 100-year lease.
Yeah, I think you have to check that one. But
He wants a lease. He wants control, regardless. Regardless if it's 6 months or 2 years or 30 years.
Yeah, he wanted control of it, but control of it means he gets full control of it.
Yeah. Now is that that's the 60? He gets control of the 60%.
Yeah, 60%. But if he gets control of the 60%, he'll get control of everything.
He's got control of everything. Yeah. So it really is it's the heart and soul, isn't it? Really,
Pretty
that 60% is the heart and soul, because it gets you.
That's where the houses and
it's where the houses, and that gets you. That limits the access to your other block, and then that limits that gets you the controlling.
Yeah, and you've seen I don't know if you've seen the pictures of the land and all that sort of stuff too. You know, she's pretty pristine land.
It's untouched.
Yeah, and then even if you but apparently they left the minutes too. So there was in the minutes that they one of the people referred to our land as the highest valued land on their books that they had. So that's obviously another thing.
Prime New Zealand land. It's just beautiful forest and
we also untouched. We also have water too, so we have unlimited water.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means anything, but
can't hurt.
I'm just chucking it out there.
Yeah, I know. Can't hurt. Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Yeah.
So he's come in and said, I want to take over this lease.
Yeah.
And so that's step one.
Yeah, and then there was other issues too. So like they tried to bring up family issues. And yes, there was family issues, but everything got sorted out. So
he's identified it as a weakness.
Oh, he's identified it as they're trying to get the land back for the other family. Yeah, but I'll explain this one. So
you go into that.
Yeah. So like
carry on.
So the land stuff. So obviously he's got brothers. Yeah, brothers that are there, and so the two older brothers, which was Tim and Francie. So they ended up getting control of the land because they're the oldest. Yeah, ran it into the ground along with another farm, or they were given another farm that we had, Manga Papa. So they ran that into the ground. And there was massive debt that was caused by that, and obviously left on my grandfather, and then they sort of all vanished.
So he took it over.
He meant to take it over. Yeah, they'd say the brothers took it over. Yeah, ran into the ground, caused massive debt, and then left. Okay, so then they left, and then my father was doing his own thing with playing rugby and heaps of other stuff. Yeah, and then sort of packed up and came back to help granddad. Yeah. So solely by himself. Yeah. And over 30 plus years, man, he had to try and reverse the debt and
make it functioning.
Yeah. Recoup it and get it back to what it was.
A lot of farm on it, like a lot of stock, or
yeah. There was a lot of stock on it, so they run a lot of so dry stock and cattle and stuff like that, and the old man had to come back and pretty much just try and reshape everything. Yeah. And find ways to make money, make money, work other jobs too, obviously because he still had a family, which was us in that. So I got to see that my whole life. So I'm the lifetime witness of him working up there.
Front row seat.
Yeah, the front row seat to him working that whole time. So he's just recently got to a stage where all the debt is gone. Yeah. All the debt was gone. Rebuilt the house and heaps of stuff, and got it all running smoothly. Yeah. Like even all the hunting game and that too, like is all back. Yeah. Reduced poachers and did all the stuff anyway. And all out of his own pocket. To where it is now. So but then also too, as my grandfather passed away, he obviously gave the old man the full running. Yeah. Full running along with obviously my grandmother. And for the place. Yeah. Yep. And then when my grandmother passed away, which was in her will also, they bought out the other brothers. Yep. They bought out the other brothers, bought their shares out. Yep. And then they made Digger by Gum. And put all the assets into that trust, and then put my father and my Uncle Gordon in control of that. Yep. Yep. And then obviously something really bad happened with my uncle. He was really cool, and then he ended up dying in a car crash. Yeah, dying in a car crash, and then obviously.
So he was a second trustee.
So with your father. Dad was the main one. So Dad's the main one now. Yeah, left there, and that's where we're at the moment. So now they created something about all the other brothers trying to get back in, but they bought out. So they bought out their.
Where are they now? Around just.
That's the crazy thing. The older brother, the main one, is actually on the farm now.
What for? What's he doing there?
Bro, it's just crazy. So he's on the farm now. There's obviously people that are in the police that are helping out with the Sumu Pride on that too. So
what's the status of it now? So you've got land, a house on the land, but and who was living in the house? Your dad, and your grandmother until she passed. And then no one's in the house anymore.
None of the brothers. So last time the brothers in the house now with all of Dad's personal belongings.
Oh, okay.
Plus the house. Yeah. Like even.
So he was evicted from his own house. Yeah. And his own.
Yeah, and then they put this other brother in.
Wait a minute. Bro. For real?
Yeah, for real. Yeah. So they did that. Plus we've been having like informants going up, seeing too. They've been leading up poachers onto the place and hunting the place around, and couldn't get our dogs. My father couldn't get his own dogs off the land too, so.
And you can't access the back land.
And then this other thing too, so then then we got, this is another thing that happened too, so then the whole family got arrested.
Gets deeper.
Yeah, the whole family got arrested,
Which is your father?
My father, my mother, My two sisters.
Your father and mother, are they still together?
Yeah, still
that's
together.
it.
Father, my mother.
Don't like to go too much into that.
My two sisters, and my 87-year-old grandmother.
They were arrested.
Got arrested.
Nice.
So
handcuffs and all.
yeah, and they got locked up. Yeah, so they got locked up. So obviously, I don't know if people know. You have to obviously get evidence or orders delivered to a judge, and then the judge stamps off an arrest warrant.
Which judge?
I think it was
Not that bloke who wanted to.
No. And I'll say, look, I think it was.
So they stamped the approval for everyone to be arrested.
Yeah, so they stamped the approval for everyone to be arrested. Yeah, everyone to be arrested, including my grandmother. So, and none of them have any criminal backgrounds, and they got arrested for trespassing, and they weren't on the land.
Where were they?
They were in Napier, which they hardly ever go to.
Great place.
So so they hardly ever go to Napier.
So they were in Napier for,
and then they got pulled over for a random traffic pull stop, traffic stop or some shit.
Random, alright.
Random.
And they were all in the car at the same time.
And they're all at the same time. Yeah. So.
And so they just. But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you can if you'd previously trespassed. Like if I went onto the land and I was trespassing, I can get arrested later on. So it's what's it called? Retroactive. Is that the right word for it? Well, I don't know. Like, obviously you don't have to be physically on that land to get in trouble for being on that land previously, because pretty obviously they were on the land. So then they get arrested for trespassing.
Yeah.
And then
87-year-old lady getting arrested.
Putting the slammer in there. How long were they stuck in there for?
Oh, they've been there for overnight.
Oh, that's nice. Jesus.
But my grandmother was probably the one that was there.
Yeah. How old she? How old was she at the time?
87.
Yeah.
87, yeah. Got dementia and she got arrested there.
Yeah. You were fuming?
Oh, I was very much so when that happened.
I think I remember seeing the
post, yeah.
Post, yeah. And understandably, like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You feel helpless over here.
Yeah, and just with I mean, like I had armed police waiting for me when I flew into New Zealand last time. So. Yeah.
For trespassing.
Yeah, for trespassing.
Just come from Australia.
Yeah,
trespassing.
But the crazy thing is too is that it's like the paperwork's there. I've even put it on Fight for the Funeral. Like they're talking about the family feud, and I actually got the will. I put the will up. So I'll show you.
So the whole it's all there. It's all there in plain sight.
Yeah.
So what's the next step then?
I think our biggest thing is just trying to get to people that, it's hard to say, but people that aren't really corrupted or have a conflict of interest with, because this is a small community, the Māori land system, you know what I mean? So
just seems so confusing that in 2019 something so underhanded that's what's their reasoning for the whole thing. Like if I said to the judge, come sit down here, tell me why.
Well, their reasoning is that
because he's going to have a reason, like they can't just he's going to have something to come and
their
go.
reason was they're trying to get it back for the family. They bought themselves out. So they're trying to get it back for the family. And
there's is there a receipt of it being bought out?
Yeah. Oh, sure. We don't get.
Isn't that convenient? You buy something and it's worth a little bit more a little bit later, then you can go back and say, oh no, I want back in now. I don't like that transaction.
Oh, bro. Yeah. That's just
So your father now, where are your father and mother and sisters now?
Our family are in our place in Gisborne.
Yep.
In our place in Gisborne, and
they just got to hold tight.
Yeah, we they're in the process at the moment with everything to do with the courts.
Yeah.
With the courts, so everything's been put into.
It's on hold.
Yeah.
Well, the court system.
They've obviously put in things towards judges. Yeah. So 3 main judges that were connected, plus people in the police force.
Yeah.
They were connected to it, so I suppose we're just waiting. It hasn't been challenged by the court yet. So far so good. Hopefully we can get a trial date, and then that will change the game. So that's the will. And the main brother that's staying on the place, that's signed on the bottom. Yeah.
It's just so confusing.
Bro. I know.
confidential capital of the.
Yeah.
Say signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah.
So your father and so that's his brother.
Yes. Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah.
So he's responsible for his grandmother being arrested. Is that his mother?
No. That's, our grandmother's passed. So she passed, and then
so that's your mother's mother.
Mother.
Okay,
so she's joined the fight obviously too,
Yeah.
because she's had issues with the same people, the Timu Pairo, with their family lands and everything else like that too. So
Awful.
Yeah, man. Awful ass. Like, I mean, it's been a lot of people having issues with their lands and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I think it's just like, because it's so confusing in that too, like there's only like a small amount of people that actually know how it works, or you know, or if it can do anything with it really.
Do you think that a judge is sitting there thinking, oh, I just got these lonely farm folk, I can make some, you know, I'm not for a minute saying they're not intelligent people, but they might think, oh, they're just these, you know, farmers out there not knowing what's what. When it comes to the systems, I can come in and...
What do you think about it? I suppose there's not a lot of people that can challenge them.
Or they have the money to.
Yeah, so not a lot of people that can challenge them, you know. So people want to say it's like a family feud, but I'm pretty sure that they've spent in the millions to do with, to do with lawyer fees.
Yeah.
To go to challenge this.
Yeah.
So I don't know, would you spend millions of dollars to help some person you don't know?
Yeah.
Get the land back?
I can't sell the land to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't own it anymore.
So so why else would you want it? Yeah, but there's a lot of lands being getting taken too across New Zealand.
Yeah.
You know, so to me it just seems like it's just an easy way to get it. You know, if you can't challenge them, you know, it only takes one person to use it.
To see it as an easy out, an easy way of doing it.
It's an easy way of getting access, you know. So, and apparently there's a few judges that have leases on land. So,
judges.
Yeah.
Until they didn't realise you were going to be a thorn in their side.
Yeah. I mean, I just want it to be right.
You should. Well,
I just want it to be right. Like,
I guess what's frustrating is all you're going to get out of this is what should have been the way it was anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's all we're fighting. We're just fighting to get
for
it
the
back. Normal,
yeah.
Get it back to normal, but obviously along this road, there's been a lot of other people in the same predicament. So
if they all come out, have they, and said, "Hey, look, we're copping it."
Yeah, but a lot of them are scared though. A lot of them are scared to talk about it. But then also too, it's a hard fight against these guys.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, we've been going for 4 and a bit years now, and it's a hard fight. And they're very blatant with what they do. You know what I mean? So like, obviously we're trying to. I suppose there's a couple of key points. Is like, one, we're 60% owners. Yeah. I mean, the family feud stuff was sorted out in the will with my grandmother, who's the owner. Yeah. That's another thing too. Is like, you know, we have that trust with Digger by Gum, and now apparently the directors of that have changed now from my father to the brother. You know, so you ask me like, why the hell would we sign that over? Do you know? Yeah. And then secondly, how does that get changed? Yeah, unless do you know how it's been set from, you know, so but fraudulent if it was to be. It just changed, seems so. I just like I'm not, I'm just trying to, and like we spoke, like from the outside looking in, it just seems very it's confusing more than anything. Oh yeah, it's confusing. But I mean, you're across a lot more, and you've detailed out a lot of it, and I'm sure you could go far deeper and far. There's way more. There's way more in depth stuff. I'm just trying to sort of get across to the. It just seems very like in this day and age, you can just click your fingers and not. Yeah, there's a lot of power, man. A lot of power. Do you think they're too deep to give up now? Because if they give up, it will be seen that. Well, you've won, or they were dodgy. Like, they wouldn't want us to win, because if you win, then it's almost admitting defeat and saying, "Oh well, you know, we tried a fast one there, and you're a little." Well, I mean, like, I suppose like a couple of key things. I suppose just to look at, just to know that it's not right. I suppose it's just like 60%. You know, the 60% part. We 100% own the back part. Can't stand on that. The other one was too is that they sent up an armed squad. You know, dressed in black. Armed squad up to a family that has no criminal backgrounds. Up to the house, bro. So you know, so we have terrify the hell out of them. We had four witnesses that seen it too. You know, trying to deny it. You got armed defenders going up to.
That's scary. That'd be scary to see. A bit like some sort of drug ring up there. That's how you'd feel.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So then they go up there, and then my father's got fully licensed weapons and everything else like that. So they go up and they take them all.
Yeah.
You know, with no evidence of why they're taking them and stuff. So you've got that. So you've got those different things. You know, you've got arresting my grandmother in Napier for trespassing. 87-year-old lady, criminal backgrounds.
Yeah.
Then they go into. Then the police step into our house, which is in Gisborne, and just go straight in and arrest my two sisters.
Oh,
overnight.
What was that for?
Trespassing again. Do you know what I mean? So how many times can you get arrested for trespassing? Anyway, so you've got that sort of stuff too. You know, then obviously the will that shows that Dad is meant to be the one that's there doing it. Then you got all his personal belongings, which are still there. Yeah. You know, they're taking his guns, which are still there. You know, like he's missed out on like his section of the lease, you know, that was meant to get paid for. So which is, you know, like a lot of money.
Good,
a lot of money.
It's an earning.
A lot of money. Then you got $500,000 worth of cattle and stock that's up there that he built up. You got a house that he built up and paid for from scratch.
Who's looking after the cattle?
No one. Yeah.
They're running right.
Yeah. If not getting sold to freezing works or whatever. Yeah. And you can't step up there. So
is that on the 100% owned block, or is that on the both?
I think it might be a bit on both.
On both,
depending on where
it's enough land to.
Yeah. But then you've got all the wild stock too. The wild stock, so like stags and everything else like that.
Yeah, be prime hunting ground up there, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. So there's a lot of that going on too. So like the police coming up and saying they're doing training exercises and go poaching on the place. You know, there's like a lot of like this little small town shit that's just going on, but there's a lot of like wrongdoings going on, and you can't say it's not for their prime land. You know? So
I guess the trouble is too, from the outside looking in, there's an orchestrator or somebody who's got some sort of invested interest in this whole thing.
Yeah, for sure.
For you.
Yeah.
But then you've got the people who don't necessarily benefit from it, but they're just doing their job. You know, like you can't tell me the Undefender squad was pumped about going up there and doing it, but they can't not do it because they've been told to go and do it. Yeah,
so, I understand that part too.
Yeah. So like it's funny because they're almost guilty by association. So you know, and that sucks for them. Yeah. But I mean, they can't pull the pin on what they're meant to do because they're facing orders that public.
Yeah. True that.
Defendants, isn't it? Not public defendants. You know, they work for the government. Yeah. So that sucks.
But then it's hard to fathom that, you know, that you can actually get a judge to sign off on arresting someone for that sort of stuff. And even some of the arrest orders was that they can smash the windows in and like, you know what I mean? And take whatever's on the ground, on and below the ground. So I thought that was a weird thing to have in there too. So yeah. So they have the right to take whatever's on and below the ground. Yeah.
I want to do what with?
Yeah, so I don't know. So there's a lot of little question marks around it. Yeah. But it doesn't take too much to figure out. There's a lot of effort. A lot of effort just to say you're going to do it for a family member that is not even a part of it anymore.
Signed this thing away a long time ago.
And then happens to be sitting in there now.
So where to from here? You're looking for, you know, I mean, you need help. At the end of the day, you need help. You can't. You're not gonna.
We've gone through like a lot of lawyers. I mean, like it's. I think it's sometimes it's more just trying to get people that are like lawyers are aggressive to have a crack at it too. Yeah. You know, to have a crack at it too. But then on the same note, I can understand with some of them because it's almost like
they don't want to be that small town lawyer that had a crack at the
big guys, and then lose their livelihood, and that sort of stuff too. So, I mean, like even like they'd even like threaten like obviously got like the Tumaparo and Modeland Court and all these people that are connected. You know, even threatening some of the TV stations that were interviewing me and like reporters and stuff like that. Yeah. So,
I haven't had any threats.
Yeah, no, you should be right, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, I just played dumb. He forced his way in here.
Yeah. But I mean, like, everything I'm saying is the truth, and I've actually even posted it. Yeah. And I've even posted it too, like, you know, but like the guys are like, that's the other thing too, is that the courts have seen, they know the situation, but it doesn't seem to matter. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why it sort of just baffles me with everything with this.
Must be pulling your hair out. It must be, you know, like
Yeah.
it's one of those things that's always on your shoulder. You know, like you got your business to run, you got you got your family, and then but you've got your other family.
Yeah, doing this stuff, going hard out,
doing this stuff, and you probably feel a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's sort of like a bit of a blessing, I suppose, too, because I can sort of see it from the outside, like, you know, like me being in the middle of that, like
I suppose it's, and even if you were sitting there in Gisborne, there's not much you can do. Like you can't.
So like at least here I can sort of control myself. I can think a lot better. And it's lucky that my main weapon is my profile. Yeah, my profile, and sort of like well, people seem to believe what I say. So and because I'm telling the truth, that's why.
Well, I mean, there's nothing that you I know you're a genuine person. And it's not like you guys are going in there trying to get another 100 acres up the way. You're going there just go, hey, we've been here for years, and this is what we just want it to be back to normal. Yeah, back to normal. We just want it back to normal. That's what we want, man. So just that, and just have the land how it is for the family. Yeah. I mean, like, that's another thing too that I wanted to try and patch up later, because I mean, like, there's that thing that got separated between the brothers and all that sort of stuff too. Yeah. But it's more like the extended families probably obviously suffered from it. Yeah. But that was something I wanted to look into, trying to patch up too. So like, but got to get the land back first, get everything sorted, and then get everyone, you know. I just think things have to have a balance. Yeah. And some people just don't get that. You know, like, you know, to keep a land, you know, to keep a land pristine and keep it going well that way, and everything needs to be in balance. You can't just have everyone going up hunting everything. You can't just have everyone going. It's an ecosystem. It doesn't work like that. Like harder. Yeah. So for it to stay pristine, you have to look after it and keep a certain kill with that, and a lot of people don't get that. Yeah. So, and that's what my father's worked hard on, trying to maintain. Make sure it's all luscious and ready, you know, when you want and when you need something.
Yeah, but people always look from the outside, the outside looking in, and it's like, oh, I know you're killing it, and everyone else is suffering and all this sort of stuff. You know what I mean? That same shit. Yeah, I get it even too with my business, you know, shit. Yeah, but people don't see the bills I got to pay, and you know, the how many times I had no money, you know, and all that sort of stuff too. You know?
Well, they're paying you for your time and effort and energy. Yeah, not that half an hour PT session, you know what I mean? Like it's your ability to be able to provide that for them. Yeah, people don't get that. That's every industry. Yeah, you know, there's a little quote thing going around like now, like especially in the trade. Like
you think about, you work at like 100 hours. If you work 100 hours a week, it's like $2 an hour. You make
mate, I was having that conversation today. I said, you make your eyes water if you saw my hourly rate. Yeah. And like you're also paying for the 5 years that you learn to get that skill to provide that for you. So it's not you're not paying me for the hour. You're paying me for for knowing what to do.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and that's in every industry. Yeah, especially you're one too, so I can understand that. That's frustrating.
Oh, very frustrating.
But then I think if you like what you do, you stick to the product, you stick to providing good product, and people will come. Yeah. You know, and then stick to what you're doing over there. And the right, I believe the right thing will come.
Yeah, I believe so too. It's just getting hard. Like the biggest thing for me is just seeing the toll it's taking on the family to fight it. You know what I mean? So like the whole family, they're staunch as, like staunch as, which is
the unnecessary toll.
Yeah,
that's the biggest bugger. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I can see it's just sort of, we need to get this sorted as soon as possible. Yeah. And then also too, for not just for us, but for a lot of other people too. So like, this will definitely be the last. Definitely be the last issue with land.
You know, if you kick up the fuss, and then you get to, you win, or you show that this is not the way it's going to work.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way it happens. But oh man,
for sure.
That's the thing, bro. I hope it all. If we can, post as much as we can and
bro,
support you as best we can. That's why I sort of wanted to get you in here and speak about it, just so you had some sort of.
So yes, anybody wants to watch it, have a look at Fight for the Whenua, and there's a lot of the information on there. We keep it updated as much as we can. Yeah. I've got one of the bros who ended up just doing it out of his own own back pocket, made up these Fight for the Whenua supporter tees.
I've seen them, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
He's a beast of an artist, so it was pretty awesome that he did that.
Yeah.
And so there's those shirts that are up too. You know, it's not only about our whenua, it's about all the whenuas too. So when you wear that shirt, you know, you're repping what we're trying to do.
Supporting everybody.
Yeah, supporting everybody. Because, you know, once we lose all our land, you know, we ain't got nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially in New Zealand.
Especially working on it for all those years.
Working on it, you know, but that's the only thing that sort of comes into my mind.
Yeah.
Is just more that, like, you know, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents growing up, obviously with Dad working up there.
Yeah.
Seeing the work that my father put into the land.
Yeah.
Know what it means to them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, more like on a spiritual level.
Yeah, right.
And all that sort of stuff, you know, so... It was never about money for them.
No,
it was never about money for them.
Still not.
Nah, still not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
It was just more just about being able to keep the land, the land, you know, fucking lush and.
Well, you want to take your son back there?
Oh, for sure.
You know, like that's
and like, you know, Mana, even my son gets, like, you know, pissed off about it too.
Yeah.
Because he loves the place too. You know what I mean? So it's just has that effect on it, and it's never been about money. Never been about money, and that was always what Granddad even said though. And that's why he said never to sell it. Yeah. You know, but everybody want to sell it, eh? Yeah.
Well, bro.
Yeah, but we'll get it, bro. Yeah.
All the best with everything, you know, like, and if we can post stuff and keep it on, and then obviously the shirts for sale. They'll be for sale soon, everyone can.
Yeah. So you just have to visit Unapologetic. Unapologetic on Facebook and on, I think on the internet. And just get your shirts. 100% goes to just to help the whānau with the fight.
Follow Cole.
Follow Cole Smith.
Or Heartbreak.
If you want to hear some rants,
a
couple of rants every now and then.
Them, get contact with them.
I'd
watch them get fuming.
I'd say. But I hope we can get it done for the right reasons. Patch everything up, and hopefully it'll create a shift. Create a shift for the others, and get out all these sellouts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, bro. All the best, man.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, bro. Hard.